Thursday, June 25, 10:09 p.m. Stormy today here tonight. Storms, thunderstorms. Hair's kind of like, what's my hair doing here? Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of fucking. Got my medicine. I think I left it in my car. I got to go back down to my car and get it. I ate some food at Texas Roadhouse. Wearing my pink shirt here. I don't know. People were fucking thinking I'm some kind of. I'm wearing pink. I don't know what the price chopper. Looking at me kind of fucking like. I don't know, price chopper, but I'll be the chairman. The entire system. $1 billion a day. It's an expense, no question. It's revenue to me, no question. Maximizing stock owner value. Price chopper. Maximizing stock owner value. This company right here. At the World Cup at Arrowhead, Netherlands won, all orange. USA's playing right now, I guess. I don't have it on. I was watching country music. Micron stock market had a good earnings report, just like everybody figured in the stock market. I mean, stock was down yesterday. Started to go up in the last 20, 30 minutes. I bought a call option on it and risked a little money betting. You can call it gambling, betting. And it was up $150 today. Early in the morning, I woke up, sold it, and it started going down a lot. Intel, the semiconductor Intel went down. It was negative at one point. It went so down, so it spiked. Everything spiked up. Semiconductors, DRAM. I bought DRAM's what I bought, not Micron DRAM. Micron options were too expensive for me. DRAM's cheaper, so I can. And I, the stock market's kind of like day trading's. You got to move quick. Seems like these semiconductor stocks are doing a lot early in the morning, up and down. Then they kind of like drift sideways, a little up or a little down during the day. I've been doing too good on the day trading here with these. I try to go. I guess I'm pushing it too hard. I do too much at once, and so the overnight trades are doing better than the day trades now. Overnight trades were killing me before. Now I don't know. I think yesterday I said, stock will probably pop and then come back down. It did pop. It did come back down. So the semiconductors went down negative during the day. I don't know. I think my prognosis for the week was the stock market's going to go down. Whereas Friday, that was way up today. It went in the afternoon, came back down from its highs. See what it does tomorrow, but I think near term the down move is probably going to come into play. Micron popped the earnings and popped up semiconductors, DRAM stocks, and came down a lot from its high. So. Is that why Merrill Lynch owes me $1 trillion? No, they owe me $1 trillion because I own the place. They blindsided me and said I was trespassing. It was 1986, 87, after my master's, after Video Corner. After the guy had told me in a job interview, asked me my education, they said it doesn't matter, yelling at me, it doesn't matter. I was wearing a coat and tie suit, trying to be. Okay, when they said my degrees don't matter, they became flunk out of kindergarten equivalents. So they owe me paychecks since kindergarten diploma because they're flunk out of kindergarten equivalents. You understand that logic? It doesn't matter what you don't understand anything. They just do whatever the hell they can get away with. They've gotten away with it. I don't like it. Of course, $4 billion a year is based on current top hedge fund pay. $4 billion a year. The guy returned 15% on his hedge fund last year, and he got paid $4 billion. Now, assuming all this is correct and true and real, what are the guy's stats to have a license? When did he get a license? When did he first try? Who gives him a license? Who are those fucking punks? They said the same thing to me in Topeka. They said my degrees don't matter. My genius IQ doesn't matter. And I couldn't get a license because one of the reasons is because I was arrested for trespassing at Merrill Lynch. And owning stock of Merrill Lynch doesn't mean you own Merrill Lynch. They said, see, this whole place is just one fucking giant piece of shit. And the headquarters never calls me back to address the issues. I don't know what the fuck they're like in New York. You start dealing with those people, you know what they're I don't know what the fuck they would be like. They're scum. Scum here. So they owe me at least $4 billion a day, at least $4 billion a year, because I can make 15% easily. Now that has nothing to do with getting. I've already been disrespected for the license since I was 16. I could have done it when I was 16. I could have passed the license test. It's just one trickle effect of shit after shit that's fucked me up forever. So that's why I am like this, because of all this shit. And then you go to my dad with his Ivy League degrees, who wasn't a billionaire. He started telling me he wasn't really my natural dad, and he's one of a bunch of lookalikes who look like my dad. Nobody around here cares. What are you gonna do about it? And he broke me into my mind, my motivation. See, that's called motivation. All these doctors, medical degrees, psychology. You want to talk about psychology and motivation? All these issues, the precedents, and what take the bullshit is my psychology and motivation for my psychology and motivation. The Nazis in jail telling me I'm crazy and I don't really own stock, and owning stock. Then they started saying we owe more than you, so you're trespassing. Just on and on. Boom, boom, out go the lights for all of them. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters in Punkville here. And of course, the New York headquarters, they never call me back to address the issues, do they? And of course, the Wilburs at Purdue, how many of them were there with their efficient market theory bullshit and maximizing stock owner value? They don't maximize stock owner value. They just fucking, you're no different than everybody else. And then I don't know how they get away with this shit. And they use that against me to take away my real estate license, deny my broker's license. So all this is my psychology, my motivation, the reason I do this shit, the reason. Wore a pink shirt tonight. It was in my closet. It was clean. I just put it on. No fucking particular reason. I'm Beta Theta Pi, yeah. Delicate shades of pink and blue are the fraternity colors, and I don't know. I'll wear whatever the fuck I want to. It's decent looking, nice, clean shirt, so I wore it. Doesn't mean I'm a fag or a girl, or it means I'm just put on a clean shirt that I just put on. Some people, they just do whatever they can get away with. That's the way it works. Smartest man in the room, in a room full of enemies, the enemies do whatever they can get away with. They test the system to see what they can get away with. They know they can get away with it, or we'll see what happens. But then when I was moving to California, they invite me to come back here and go to their office for a seminar after they banned me from the company property anywhere in the United States world. Another example that this place is a crock of shit. The courthouse is a bunch of punks. They don't have jurisdiction. They're just a bunch of dumbass punks. It's a personal vendetta against me personally and my family and my dad. They were involved with murdering my real dad, covering it up with his Ivy League degrees because they like that. Because he was better than they are, and I'm better than they are, so they say it doesn't matter. I'm better than they are with degrees and test scores, yeah. Am I the absolute best? No, I didn't get perfect on everything, but I'm pretty damn good. Among the best punks. So I do this shit. Charles Schwab. I never had anything with Charles Schwab before. I started posting on your website. I'll put this on there. See what I mean. I don't know what the fuck. Corporate culture. Every company has their, every company has their corporate culture. But does that fit into the laws and everything of the United States of America? Common sense, right? Of course, I was in a frat and they had hazing. That's all illegal. Yeah, it's everything's. It was illegal in that sense, but it took place and I did it because thing I did. I joined my dad's frat and he was Bait at Pennsylvania, so I joined the Bays at Oklahoma State, and they had a hell of a lot of hazing, and it hit my grade point. You think I'm trespassing because my grade point? I say you couldn't even pass the first semester or get into Purdue Cranard. So what's your point? You're dead motherfucking punks. Because I mean, you don't like what I look like, my big ugly nose. It's one of the things Dad said after college. Old pictures, he had uneven nostrils like me, which I guess is I've discovered as a deviated septum in your structure of your. Well, I guess it could be fixed surgically, cosmetics, and yeah, visually good-looking people usually get more. You know, all things considered, I like good-looking girls better than ugly girls. Yeah, girls like better-looking guys than guys. Ugly guys, yeah. Fat people, skinny people, tall people, tall, whatever. Birds of a feather flock together. Opposites attract. Birds of a feather, when they're in competition, don't like each other. Opposites are opposites, so they don't like each other. One time this, one time that. These are all major issues that have put me in jail, state hospitals, and taken away my real estate license and hedge fund license, and denied my hedge fund license. I consider myself part of the chairman of the board union with a contracted paycheck expectation of $4 billion a year. But I'm better than that. I'm $4 billion a day. And if you want to get technical, engineering minute, $4 billion an hour. Because of that $4 billion a year, 15% per year. Yeah, that's why punks. It's unrealistic. Well, everything's unrealistic, and all the realities fucked me up so much. I do this shit. So my reality is I'm right, and you punks are not even close to even remotely acceptable. And you'll do whatever you can get away with. And I do this shit. So Merrill Lynch, just admit you're the biggest scum on the planet and hand me $1 trillion. Same thing for Smith Barney and Ping Weber, where I had family assets and issues established starting in high school. Woolworths. I hear the word Maureen. Now, I don't know how many Maureens. I guess there was that Maureen girl at Westport 75th Street Brew Jam. I was joking with her eating dinner the other day. There was a Maureen, I guess at least one Maureen I remember from high school and maybe junior high. I mean, I remember I wasn't never friends with her much. I remember who she is. Then when I worked at Woolworths, the guy's name was Mr. Martin. Feels like I saw him once at the casino sitting next to me acting like you're no different than everybody else. And there was Maureen, the girl in personnel, the lady woman. I don't even know. I guess that was her name. I don't know. The black guy janitor, his name was Lucky. Was he at the casino the other day saying something about his ACT beat him? Well, Woolworths, you were in my before high school diploma work experience. You're no different. back then I said I'd be the chairman of Woolworths. I wanted, just because I was in that room. And yeah, sure. Yeah. No different than anybody else slaps you around and all the other shit. I'd still take $4 billion a year to be the chairman of Woolworths or Venator or whatever's left, or just hand me a few billion and say, "Yeah, you're the man." It's fine with me. I know the gossip of murder and shit, including my dad, so-called. All this stuff's real. My reality is real. Is it real? Is it just gossip or is it real? I don't know for sure. I know it's real gossip. Is it all real? Is it all really? I don't know. I've really been in jail. I really had these Wilbur, last semester at Purdue, say to me in front of class that I would be thrown in jail if I went to a stockbroker office in Kansas City. And I guess he knew that I thought that everything he taught was a bunch of bullshit crap. And so I didn't really study that much. I studied enough to get B's and graduate. So right now, Charles Schwab, I didn't get straight A's. I got common sense. I've been there, done that. $4 billion a year, $4 billion a day, an hour, 15%. That's one way of thinking. That's one way I look at it. Yeah. It's an expense against maximizing stock owner value, Charles Schwab. And the current chairman doesn't work for free. People, these paychecks have gotten clear out of hand, but they got their contracts with the board of directors and it's all legit, I guess. Is everything in Kansas City legit? I don't fucking they're not legit. They're punks and scum and liars and criminals with the police and courthouse. Do they have contracts from the New York headquarters to be I don't know. Chain of command? I don't fucking know. They're scum. Headquarters don't answer me. Rules say I can't even get a license, and I can't even try to get a license unless I'm working for one of these companies. And I really don't feel like wasting my time with inferiors, liars, and frauds. So I do this shit. And I'm sure that all those companies are polluted with frauds, murderers, identity thieves, and lookalikes. Some of them are lookalikes where they just try to confuse people so nobody knows who they really are to save their own ass. It's all these ideas and theories, conspiracy, whatever. It's all real. It's all there. It's all possible. And it's all possible. They're murderers and kill people and cover it up because everybody says, I hate the guy, hate the head man, so let's get him killed. And you look like him, so you take his job because we like you better or something. It's all possible, isn't it? Enter Sandman. Charles Schwab was started by the guy's dad, whose dad or granddad was rich from a steel mill company or something. I think I read. One time I was thinking I saw Charles Schwab, and I think, is that the same Charles Schwab? It's a different person. It's possible all these guys are frauds and lookalikes and murderers. It's possible. They're intentional. It could be decoys. About real deals. It's all possible. All that stuff's possible. Some people say, yeah, it's possible. We don't know what's going on either. All these things are fucking there. Hand me the money, punks. Merrill Lynch, you started the shit. And you may, my reactions when well, I never touched anybody and I've never done anything other I've said things maybe, just in disgust and pissed off, and I've never touched a person. I've never done anything. I've never raped or molested or anything. Never did anything to anybody. I react to disrespect. The innocent don't know what's going on and think they'll just twist it around, turn it towards, they threw me off so much. I admit it. Just hand me the money. I can't even stand. I can't stand to be fucking like this shit. But I can't stand what's happened. So fucking punks.